Hey everybody, my name is Michelle and I'm going to bring you a 30-minute Pilates workout. All you need is a mat. If you don't have a mat, a towel or a blanket will suffice. So you're just going to roll out something to cushion you on the floor. Even if you have carpet, it's a good idea to use a blanket, thin blanket, or a towel. I'm going to start my timer here. I'm not actually going to use music. But you can create your own playlist, and as long as you can hear me and see the moves, you should be good to go. So we're going to start by pulling the belly button in, lifting the chest, and breathing. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale and exhale. We're going to inhale again, and as we exhale, we're going to tuck the chin to the chest. Good. Again, inhale and exhale. From here, we're going to do what's called the roll down, roll up. So I'm going to move down just a little bit. You're going to keep your knees bent. You can actually move the legs out and have your knees slightly bent, or to make it more challenging, you can have your legs totally long, right, all the way out. I'm going to start with knees bent. We're going to roll down, nice and easy, one vertebra at a time. You can take arms overhead if you like. If not, just keep them right at your sides, and then we're going to roll back up, reach, and then roll down again. Very good. We're going to do two more. I'm going to straighten legs, so if you want to add and make it a little bit more challenging, you can do that. That's an option. If you don't like that, stick with the knees bent. And roll back down. Great. From here, we're going to take the hands behind the head. I'm going to pull my knees toward the ceiling, and we're going to do just some regular crunches. We're going to focus here, pulling the belly button in toward the spine, and we're going to lift the shoulders. See how my shoulders are up off the mat? That's what you're going to try to do. And you're going to pull your belly in tight, then lower back down. So we're going to go up, hold for a count, breathe, and then exhale down. Let's do a couple more. Inhale, lift, hold it, exhale, release. One more time, inhale, lift. Great job, and hold it, and exhale, release. All the way down. Okay, we're going to keep the arms at our sides, and we're going to walk those feet in just a little bit. And from here, we're going to do what's called table position. So table position, you're going to bring your knees up. You want your legs at 90 degrees. Okay, you see how I have 90 degrees right here. And we're just going to lift, and we're going to do the modified 100. If you want to do the full-on 100, you can take the legs straight up, or you can add an angle, and that will make it more challenging. But for now, I'm going to stick with the modified. Okay, you're pulling that belly button in. You want to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Really use your breathing. Pull that belly button in. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. You want to make this more challenging, you're just going to keep going with it. All right, we're going to push those legs down to the floor, take a deep breath, and we're just going to move the head side to side, round the shoulders, back and down. Good. All right, we're going to do some more leg movements. From here, we're going to take our right leg, point the toe to the ceiling, and we're going to move down and up. Flex the foot on the way up, point the toes down. We'll do two more. One more. Okay, now we're going to do circles, leg circles. So you're going to take your big toe and trace. Big circles, counterclockwise. This is 2. This is 3. We're going to do 2 more. And then we're going to switch to the opposite direction. So clockwise. 5. Good. 4. 3. Keeping that belly tight. 2. And 1. Great job. We're going to switch legs. Same thing. We're going to step counterclockwise. Use that big toe. Big circle. 5, 4. Good job. Keep breathing. Sometimes we hold our breath. We don't want to do that. 2, 1. Let's move in the opposite direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. We're going to straighten those legs, point the toes, arms overhead, full body stretch. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. We're going to go back to that modified table position right here, pulling that belly button in, keeping the back nice and flat. It helps me, and so I always use it, imagine pulling your belly button toward your spine, and that'll keep you nice and tight, and engage your core, and also breathe, right? From here, we're going to do the bicycle. We're going to sit up, try to keep the shoulders, again, up off the mat. We're going to gently pull onto the side of the knee. You don't want to jerk your knee toward your chest, and then you're going to alternate. So we're going to go single, single with a little hold, single, single with a little hold. Here the key is to try and point the toes in a straight direction as you alternate. And then we can get a little bit more intense by going a little bit quicker. So we'll go single, single, hold, single, single, hold, pull the abs in. You're going to start feeling the burn. Couple more. Excellent. Good job. We're going to rest, feet flat. Inhale, exhale. We're going to straighten the whole body. Deep breath and release. Great job. We're coming back to that table position. Okay. We're going to go back to that modified 100. Normally you do 10 reps in a row. We did 5. We're going to do 5 more. We're going to modify again. Inhale and then exhale. You kind of want to try and do like a 5-second inhale and then a 5-second exhale. We got 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Pulling that belly in. Inhale. Remember, you can add one of those other exhale modifications to make it more challenging. Inhale and exhale. Great. We're going to pull those knees into the chest. Relax. Good. From here, I want to sit up or roll up. And we're going to move to the side. We're going to do a little bit of work with the legs, isolating. So you have a couple of different options. This would be option 1. You're going to want to stack the hips and keep the body nice and straight, pointing the knees toward the opposite away from you, right? So they're nice and straight. You don't want them angled. So option 1, you're laying on your arm. Option 2, your arm is bent. Option 3, you're actually going to come up on your elbow, 90 degrees, L shape here. All right, so we're going to rotate, hips are stacked on top, and we're going to bicycle, isolating, pointing the toes, okay? You don't want to be jerking back and forth. You want to control the movement. So this is our 5th one, and we're going to now pull forward and move in the opposite direction. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, keeping that same leg, we're going to flex, point the toe up, and then toe straight down. You want to try to make sure you're not consciously sinking on this arm, so you can use one of those other options if you feel like that's going to be too much right now, and especially if you have any past injuries, right? So we want to keep the load off. There's 2, flex and point. There's 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now what I want to do is try and swing forward and backward, kind of like a swimming move. So we're going to lean forward, point the toes, back, flex forward. That's 3. point back, flex, and point. Fifth one, flex, and point. Great job. I'm gonna come up and over and switch to the other side. Same sort of thing, right? We wanna figure out the positioning, so we want knees pointing straight, stacking the hips, and we're either going to do, option 1 is laying down on the arm. Option 2 is having your elbow bent and propping up your head. Option 3, we're going to use that 90-degree mark here in the arm. Prop up, extend, and we're going to do that bicycle isolate. So we're going to go forward. 5, 4, 3, control it, 2, and 1. Now we're going to move in the opposite direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Now we're going to flex and point. Heel, so toes up, and point down. This is 2. Be conscious of that you're not sinking in. 3, 4, and 5. Great work. And then let's move forward. Heel forward, flex, and then point back. This is 4 and 5. Great job. Okay, good work. So, anytime you work the abdominals, and we just did a little bit of the legs, right? But we laid down and we had done abdominals. We're going to flip over on belly and do a little bit of back work. It's really important that you work those opposing muscle groups as well. So we're going to lay down on the belly. You want to try and imagine you're balancing on your pelvis. This is my own personal mat, and it's clean, but I still would not recommend putting your face on a mat, even if it's yours and it's clean. So be conscious of where your face is. What we're going to do is we're going to try and look forward and keep our faces close to the mat but not touching. The first thing I want you to do is have your hands below shoulders on either side. Well, not directly below the shoulders, in front of your shoulders. And you're just going to imagine like you're balancing, right? You're going to point the toes, you squeeze your glutes, and then I want you to exhale. Good. Inhale, lift. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Pull those heels together, squeeze, and then relax. Again, inhale, lift. Here we're going to do a little bit of glute action, back of the legs, and then release, and then we'll move to back. Lift, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good, and release. Good work. Okay, now we're going to engage the gap back. So what we're going to do is called the swimmer's move. You're going to take your opposite arm and leg, and you're going to lift it, hold it, and then we're going to switch kind of smoothly, right? And then we're going to alternate again. And we're going to get better about going faster until it's really fluid. So you're really pulling your abs in, you're squeezing your glutes, but also you're going to start feeling this in the back. Good. So you see how we're flutter kicking and we're using the arms. You're going to get tired and want to do this. Don't do it. Keep working, engaging the top of the back too, and those shoulders. Keep going, keep going. Inhale. And exhale, just like we did with that 100, that modified 100. We'll do a couple of these. We'll do some other stuff, and then we'll come back to it. Give me one more. Inhale. And then release. And down on the floor. You're going to take those hands overhead, stretch. Inhale, exhale. One more. Reach. Inhale. And exhale. Great work. Okay, now we're going to move to Superman/Superwoman. You've probably done this one before. I know I use it in my weightlifting classes a lot. So you're going to take back to that original position we have with the hands in front of the shoulders. We're going to bring the fingers underneath the chin. We're going to pull the shoulder blades together and at the same time bring up our bottom halves. So it'll look like this. 1, 2, squeeze, and then 3, 4, release. Let's go. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. We're going to stay with this. Breathe. Good. Relax. Arms in front. Inhale and exhale. Great work, everyone. Let's go back to the swimmer's move, okay? Remember, you're going to alternate. You want opposite arm with the opposite leg. And then you're going to move into flutter. So we're going to do 5 counts of inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. You want to make it more challenging? Let's go a little faster. Inhale and exhale. This is 3. Inhale and exhale. Number 4. Inhale and exhale. You see how this gets tiring really quickly. Inhale. Great work. And exhale. All right, arms overhead. Try not to touch that mat with your face. Good. Let's go back and do one more round of Superman, Superwoman. So again, you're going to keep your pelvis balancing on the mat. You're going to take fingers below the chin. We're going to inhale, lift, squeeze your bottom half and everything, and then release. Inhale, lift, and then exhale, release. Inhale, lift, exhale, release. Inhale, lift, exhale, release. One more for me. Actually for you, right? One more for you. And then exhale. Good. We're going to reach forward. This is our I position. We're going to take the arms out either side. This is our T position. And then we're just going to go back to I, but at the bottom, reach. Great work. Hands a bit below the shoulders. We're going to push up into a seal stretch. Look back. Inhale, exhale. We have 2 options for stretching here. You can come on your forearms, and you're going to try and reach back and stretch. Now, some people find this particular movement a little challenging. That's fine. If you don't have full range of motion, just do what feels best for you. You can also be up on the palms, which will give you a bit of a deeper stretch. I always feel like a windmill or something like that when I do this. Let's do one more. Last time each way. Reach to the side. Very nice. Okay, from here, we're going to come into our cat-cow series. If you've done yoga, I sometimes will borrow this from yoga. It's a great stretch. We're going to have weight on the legs, so your knees are on the floor. You're going to distribute weight to the palms, which are right below your shoulders, and you want your back to be nice and flat. You don't want to be arched, right? You want to be nice and flat. This is table position. Relax. Now we are going to arch the back to tucking the chin into the chest, moving into cat pose. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, on the exhale, we're going to go back to table, and now we're going to move to cow. You're going to lift your tailbone, and you're going to pull your belly button in, lifting up your eyes and your chin. We're going to move back into the cat stretch, chin to chest, rounding the back. You're going to feel pressing here of the palms below the shoulders. And then back to cow. Great work, everyone. Feels great. Yes? From here, I'm going to check my time real quick. We're doing great on time. We're going to take one leg in the center. We're going to balance on it, and we're going to take the opposite leg, pointing the toes. Okay? So all our weight is on this one leg and our arms. And we're going to point the toes. Now I want you to think about those leg circles that we did earlier. We're going to use that big toe, and we're going to guide 5 circles in each direction. This is 3. You want them to be medium to large. This is 4 and 5. Great work. Opposite direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, I want you to hold that leg out. Pull your belly button in. We're going to do a little balance work. We're going to take that opposite arm to meet that leg. Try and keep as still and straight as you can. Work on that balance. If you want to add, make it a little more challenging. We're going to pull the elbow and the knee in and then straighten out. Breathing as you go along. This is 5. Hold it there. Great work. We're going to come to a child's pose. Take a breath, breather, and then we're going to switch to the other side. You're going to reach with those fingertips, which is going to draw your glutes up. And then you can also push the palms down, deeper stretch in the back here. Reach, and then release back down. All right, back to table position. We're going to take the opposite knee here. So we're going to work on finding that balance. Hands below your shoulders. Pull the belly button in. Make sure that you are nice and straight, table position. And then when you're ready, you're going to take your opposite arm forward. You can have palm down or you can turn it. Doesn't really matter. We're going to hold it here. And when you're ready, we're going to add. We're going to pull in, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold it there, and we're going to do our leg circles. Big toe, getting ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to find that actually it's a little bit awkward on one side. That's totally fine. On other hand down, that should be even. All right, and then opposite direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Great work. Let's go back to that child's pose. Stretch. Great work. I'm going to lay back down and do a little bit more work on the abs. So now that we feel a lot warmer, it should be a little bit easier to roll down, roll up. So again, if you want to make it the most challenging, you're going to have those legs straightened out. You're going to have a nice L shape, right? Straight back. And you're going to roll down and then roll back up. One vertebrae at a time. If you find that to be too challenging, you actually don't need your knees all the way up. You can just have them slightly bent, okay? And that will help with a roll down and the roll up. Feels really good on the back after we've done all that work. Okay. So from here, we're going to go back to knees to the ceiling, and we're going to look at single leg moves, single leg stretch. It's technically what it's called. You're going to take your opposite leg out, and we're going to go back to the single leg stretch, which I think I called bicycle last time, and we're going to do bicycle here in a second. So that was incorrect terminology, sorry. Okay, so single leg stretch, which we did in the beginning, and now we're going to transition, hands behind the head. We're going to move to bicycle, which is different. With the single leg stretch, you're moving forward and back. With the bicycle, you're actually moving side to side. So here we're going to get some obliques, right? Or side abs, side to side. We can go single, single, double hold, single, single, double hold. If you want to make this a bit easier, if you're finding it really challenging to stay parallel to the floor, you can actually point toes to the ceiling. That will make it easier. Okay, side to side. As you get better at it, as you get more advanced, you're going to want to go more parallel to the floor. And you also do not want to be jerking those elbows back and forth. You want to control the movement. Use your core muscles to get you to go side to side to side. Let's do 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And last time. Good. We're going to pull those knees in. We're going to rotate the head side to side because that neck sometimes gets a lot of tension. Good, and then we're gonna straighten out those legs, arms overhead again. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Great work. Let's go back to that roll up, roll down, so you can bend knees or keep your legs straight. Rolling up and rolling back down. We're going to do 2 more, rolling up. It feels really good on the back. And last time, rolling up, rolling down. Now we're going to roll up and stay up this time. Great. We're going to pull those knees in, roll the shoulders back and down. Breathe, okay? We're going to do some leg stretches. So, we're going to pull one heel into the opposite leg, and if you have a band or a towel, you can actually use it to help you reach. You don't have to be able to touch your toes for this to work, or have to wrap your hands around your feet. If you're not that flexible, that's okay. There's a couple things you can do. Use a towel or a band. You can also lift the knee, right? That'll help you reach, but also it's totally fine to be here and to stretch. You want to be mindful that you're not jerking, because then you can pull something in the back here. We don't want to do that. So we're going to be relaxed. One thing I learned long ago, as you inhale, lean into your stretch, and as you exhale, release. Really helps over time to get a deeper stretch. Inhale and exhale. So hopefully that will help you. One more and exhale. Great work. Keeping in mind on my time, we have about 4 minutes to go. We're getting so close. Opposite side, you're going to pull the opposite heel into the leg. Same thing. I find it easiest if we relax instead of keeping the foot flexed, which some people prefer, right? You will get a stretch in the hamstring, the back of the leg, but also you can relax, point the toes, inhale as you reach, and exhale, release. Again, inhale and exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. Great work. I'm going to have us come to the cross-leg position. Sometimes I start like this. I'm going to end like this today. We're going to take hands on our knees, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale. Nice, tall, straight spine, and then as we exhale, tucking the chin to the chest. Lean back a little and hollow out that belly. Inhale, lift. And exhale. One more for good measure. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Great work. I hope you got a great workout. We have just about 2 minutes to go, and so I'd like to start a plank challenge. A lot of times in my classes, I have people we start with 15 seconds and we add 15 seconds for every class. So I want to do that. And if I have a video where we're at a minute and you can only do 15 seconds, that's fine. You do 15 seconds, you drop out, you come back in. So we're going to work on this together. So plank position, you have 2 options. You can be on toes and on palms, as straight of a back as possible, okay? This can be plank position, and you're going to pull your belly button in, and you're just going to try and, you're going to keep breathing, but hold that position. Some people find this to be particularly tough on the wrists. That's fine. You can also be on the forearms. Same concept, except your butt you don't want to be all the way up here. You want to pull your glutes or your butt down, and you want a nice flat back. Sometimes I find it easier if I grip hands together. A lot of the experts say you shouldn't do that. You should actually use weights or your arms and keep them straight like this. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to time us for 15 seconds, and then we'll be done for today. And remember, if you need to drop out, even for the 15 seconds, no shame. You just drop the knees down, and then you take a breath, and you come back up, okay? We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, 15 seconds. When you're first new to this, you might shake. That's okay. I haven't done it in a while, so I'm shaking a little. and down. Good work. So we're going to stretch it out. Inhale, exhale, keeping that mat off the face. Roll it up, sit it back, and that's it. That's our 30 minutes. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you the next time for something different.